Oh, sorry, I have no one to record for me, so I'm using my resources. So I don't know if you can see this, but that's my card I will be using today. Hello, my name is Allison Densberger. I'm going to be talking to you about myself today. Pretty easy. I will be telling you about my career goals and something that has impacted my life greatly. So I'll just kind of start things off by talking about, how I grew up and everything. I have one sister, her name is Ashley, and she's the oldest, and one brother, and I am the middle child. And yes, everything you've heard about being a middle child is very true. So growing up, we'd go out and we'd go on adventures. We'd pack our bag. We'd have apples, oranges, whatever, and we'd go out hiking. And my sister and I, we grew this very close bond, and we were close in age, so I think that played a big part in it. And we got started riding horses when I was about 6 years old. My mom, she introduced us to that, and she was just kind of like a dream of hers to have a special bond with us and get us started with riding horses, just so she can kind of, I don't know what you want to say, fulfill her dreams of having her kids living on her horse riding stuff. I don't know, but I did the whole 4-H thing. I went to county fair and I went to state and I competed, and it was so much fun. And but I definitely don't miss the days of washing horses and, being completely wet and dirty, and those were definitely not fun. But I wouldn't trade it for the world, though. I will cherish those memories forever. So once I aged out of 4-H, I got my own barrel horse. I bought her on my own. I'd been saving up for her by myself for a really long time, and I started going to little local barrel races and kind of getting to know everybody in that type of world. And I thought I knew everything about barrel racing, but I'm still learning, and I've been riding for almost 15 years now. And it's amazing how much you can learn with one simple sport. I plan on in the future, when I do have kids, to get started with barrel racing with them, or having them ride horses. So growing up, I always wanted to be a nurse. I always loved helping people, and even when we were at the doctor's office, I would help them poke my finger, and I'd help them, kind of, tell them where to put my shot and everything. It was comical to think about it now, and I would even tell my mom, when you retire, I'm going to take your spot. And she giggled, and she was like, okay, well, chase your dream, and that is exactly what I'm doing. I graduated high school in 2014. I went to North Star here in Lincoln, and straight out of high school, I didn't really know when I wanted to start school, but I just went and got my CNA, and I started working. I applied for a nursing home. I would have loved to work at a hospital right off the bat, just because you learn so much more and you're just more hands-on. And with that, you kind of have to have some experience. So that's what I did, and I worked at Tabitha for 2 years, and I worked on the long-term care floor. And let me tell you, I love people with dementia. They are my favorite. I have a special place in my heart for them, and even if they don't remember who I am, they're stuck with me forever. But I applied for a job at St. Elizabeth's Infusion Center, and I got hired. So I've been working there for about a month and a half now, and I love it. It's awesome. I'm learning so many new things, and on top of it, I'm going to school, and I'm just taking online classes because my job, I work till about 7 o'clock at night, and I'm trying to get a schedule set up. So I'm just kind of doing online classes for the time being, and I'm just taking it one day at a time. So right now I'm just in the pre-health program, and I'm getting my prereqs for my RN. And when I am done with doing that and I'm on the wait list, I'm going to search for a school to go to for my BSN, and I will be just working on my prereqs for that. So I kind of have my years set for me, and I am in for a lot of debt for for financial aid, let me tell you. So, with all of my crazy schedule of going to school, going to work, I also make sure that being healthy is a huge part of my life. I went to the doctor's office about a year ago, and you had to do the whole spiel of, getting your height, doing your eyes, and the dreaded weight. Yes, I had them weigh me twice because I couldn't believe that I weighed as much as I did. So when I was sitting in the doctor's office after I got weighed, I was thinking to myself, I was like, wow, I gained a lot of weight. I was like, I need to really get healthy right now. I was like, I didn't care about myself. So I kind of sat back and I looked at everything and I planned it out in my head. And I laid in bed that night and I thought about, what if I start meal prepping? So I kind of gathered some money together and I went to the store and I looked up some recipes and bought my ingredients, came home, and about a week later I had lost 6 pounds. Crazy, right? I know. Trust me, I couldn't believe it. I had to weigh myself a little bit more. With that, I started going to the gym, and my sister, she introduced me to it, thank God, because I was so scared to go in there, and I was just thinking everyone was judging me because, I was kind of the chunkier one, and they were just like, oh, why is she here? But, I eventually grew confidence and I started just going to the gym by myself, and now I have no problem with going to the gym. I love going to the gym. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's kind of my me time. I'm focusing on me, and I can be, as you can say, selfish in a way, but it's a good kind of selfish. So I weighed myself about every month or so, and the weight kept shedding off, and I made a goal weight. I wanted to get down to 130, and I recently just accomplished that, and I have never been happier. I lost 40 pounds, and I will not stop going to the gym. Now I'm a health freak. So it's kind of a big deal to me to be healthy, and I love when people message me and they're like, you really inspired me to lose the weight or to get fit or to eat healthier because, I'm such a happier person, and I love looking at myself in the mirror now. It's so crazy how much 1 year can change, and I can only imagine what will happen within the next. So I want to thank you guys for listening to me today while I kind of told you about myself. So I'm excited to get to know you. So thank you.